I'm going to always feed my spirit before I feed my body. You better come closer and take this wisdom. I don't know why this thing is making my eyes watery. I don't know why this thing is making me feel a little bit emotional. I speak about life into my life. I don't wait for people to speak life into my life. So hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sharon Nyuike, and if you're coming back here once again, thank you so much for clicking, and remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 7 tips, or rather 7 habits that I decided to implement into my life in order to have a changed life or a more intentional life. So you better grab your cup of water, tea, some snack, and let's get right into the video. So tip number 1 that I decided to implement into my life in order to have a more intentional life is I decided to spend more time with God. I'm not gonna lie, there's a time in my life where I never even used to go to church. I never even used to pray. But this year I said I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to always feed my spirit before I feed my body. You better come closer and take this wisdom. You better come closer and take this wisdom home, because these are things that I really took for granted. So I decided every single day when I wake up, I want to dedicate my life to God. I want to dedicate my everything, my day, where I'm going to go, what I'm going to eat, what I'm going to do, what my life will be like in 2 days. I want to dedicate everything to God. I want to cast all my burdens to God. And let me tell you, Mina, and let me tell you, this has really helped me a lot. Nowadays, I do things without fear because I know that God got me. You know, I know that regardless, God got this girl. I know that even if I make some decisions, even if I go some places, and I know very well I'm not safe, I know at the end of the day, I know that God got me. So the second thing that I decided to implement into my life in order to have a more intentional life is journaling. Let me tell you, you better come closer. You better come closer. I decided I'm going to journal about my life every single day. Sometimes I fail to do it every day, but I do it after some time. Like I might not journal for like 3 days, and then on the 4th day of that week, I decide to sit down and write. And let me tell you, this has become such a stress reliever for me. Sometimes I sit down when I'm bored and I take my previous journals, because I'm on my 3rd journal right now, on my 3rd notebook. When I speak about journal, I'm on my 3rd notebook right now, and I look back sometimes and I might open like a chapter in March and I read it through and I'm just like, whoa, like, is this what I was going through? And right now, or is this what I wanted? And right now I have it, you know. So I've really learned that there's power in writing. And for me, I advocate journal, put your goals in writing, put your dreams in writing, because that's the only way you can always remember what you want to do. So the 3rd thing that I decided to do in order to make my life more intentional was to be stingy with my time. There's a time in my life I really used to be so available for people. I used to be so available on everything, in friendships, in social media, in what. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take it's called what, detox. It has a name. I'm gonna write it here. I decided, you know what, it's time for me to be stingy with my time. I don't care if you used to be my friend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you watch this, but I decided I'm gonna be stingy with my time. You know, how I spend my time really matters. I have 24 hours in a day, and in 24 hours I can be able to do so much. Be it I'm in school, be it I'm out here just struggling, trying to make things work. I decided I'm going to be very stingy with my time. And if I decide to give anyone my time, it's because they deserve to get that time from me. Not just because they feel like they need to find the time from me. No, because they deserve it, you know. So I decided to be stingy with my time. I decided to take there's a name about it. There's a name about staying away from social media. There's a time I used to wake up. I think I'm gonna do a whole video about that thing about social media, so that, because I want you guys to be educated. You know, we have been wasting so much time on social media, giving credit to things that don't even deserve our credit. We deserve to be working hard. We deserve to be pushing ourselves and not wasting our time stalking people and looking at what people know. If you asked something about a certain celebrity, you know every detail about them, yet your life, you're just at the same point every single day. So this one is just gonna need me to do a whole video about it. The other thing that I decided to implement into my life is to be different, rather stay different, because sometimes I feel like, especially in this era or in this generation, I feel like sometimes we really put ourselves into so much pressure, you know, maybe because you see everybody else is heading to the north. You know, I'd rather stay in the West. I'd rather stay in the West, but I know I'm doing it differently. I don't care if you all are gonna judge me. I don't care if you all are going to think, you know, some type of way about me. It's okay. Go ahead and think the way you want to think. But I decided I'm going to stay different. I'm going to stay different. I'm going to make my decisions differently. If it's not benefiting me, if it's not impacting me, then I don't want it. Bye-bye. You know, till next time, you know, we can meet again, you know. And so the other thing that I decided to do, I think this is tip number 5. No, this is tip number 4. Yes. Tip number 4, the thing that I decided to do differently in order to have a more intentional life, you're going to allow me to read this one, is stay away from things that give me immediate pleasure and be long-term and not short-term. Can I repeat that again? Can I repeat that again? Can you come closer? Because I want you all to hear this. Stay away from the things that give me. I decided to stay away. I still decide to stay away from things that give me immediate pleasure. Not pressure, ile pressure, but pleasure. Ile utamu, or the, you know, the sweetness, or the sweetness of life and all that, and be long term and not short term. When I speak about this, it has more to do with deciding to come out of my comfort zone, deciding to let go of things, or you know how sometimes you can have people in your life that are just too toxic. You know, they'll give you the best things, but deep down you're not happy, because the way these people treat you, you're not supposed to be getting treated like that. So I decided, you know what, Sharon, anything that is short term, anything that I know has the repercussions of me and my mental condition, bye-bye. You know, yeah, just pack up the bags and just bye, you know. So I decided to come out of my comfort zone. I decided to push myself more and more. Waking up, how do people still wake up at 9? You know, I decided I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to do things. I'm going to read books. I'm going to do things that are going to make me better, things that are going to make me become the best version of myself. When I turned 22 this year, I told God, I just want to be the best version of myself. But I couldn't stay in my place of comfort and still wait to be the best version of myself. So the other thing that I decided to do in order to make my life intentional was to affirm myself. Let me tell you, I started affirming myself. And when I speak about affirming myself, I speak about life into my life. I don't wait for people to speak life into my life, because I know that I have the power. God has instilled so much power in us. It's just that we don't use that power the way that God wants us to use it, you know. So I decided I'm going to affirm myself. Every single day I'm going to tell myself things that make me feel fulfilled, so that even when I go out there and I feed it to other people, and maybe they are at their weakest points, they will always know that they can also do it. They can also get out of that place of cocoon. They can also get out of that place of feeling like they're not enough, feeling like they're inadequate, you know. So I decided, let me fill my cup up. Let me fill my cup. Let it overflow with affirmations, because it's important to affirm yourself. Whether you feel like you're not enough, every single day when you wake up, tell yourself what you are enough. So I think about the affirmation things, I'm going to do a whole video about it. Yes. I have so much I want to talk about, and I'm grateful because YouTube introduced the podcast as side or the podcast segment. So this one is going to be intentional for all the girlies and all the men out here who want to get some pieces and nuggets of wisdom. We get to share from each other, we get to hear from each other, and even I get to invite you into this YouTube channel and we discuss and just share these things, So the other thing, the second last thing that I decided to do into my life in order to have a more intentional life is to stay silent. Y'all, did you just hear what I said? Stay silent. There's a time in my life I really used to share so much. I really used to overshare, even about things that I know I'm just in the process to get them. Me, I'm just there telling everybody, by the way, no. Nowadays, I just zip it up. I just shut up because I know at the end of the day, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be relatives, but not everybody wishes you luck. And for me to come into this decision, it's because I came to realize, I don't know why this thing is making my eyes watery. I don't know why this thing is making me feel a little bit emotional, but when I look at it, I'm just like, all the things, most of the achievements that I've had in my life right now, it's because I decided to just stay silent. If I went and said about them, they couldn't happen. I could have gotten discouraged along the way. I could have been told that it's not possible. I could have been told that I'm too young to do that. I could have been told that maybe I'm not the best for that. But because I chose to keep it silent, I'm just like, y'all, privacy is power, and stay silent, like in everything, in your achievements, in your everything, financial issues and everything, just stay silent. And if you feel you really have the urge to share, just share with the people that you know they are close to you in a way that they will wish good for you, they will pray good for you, they will fill your cup with the goodness that you deserve. And finally, the last thing, I feel like I just could share a lot, but I decided to narrow down to 7 because I also didn't want this video to be too long because I can talk too much. And so finally, the last thing that I decided to implement into my life in order to have a more intentional life, I decided to stay disciplined. When I look back, I feel like I've always been such a disciplined girl, like in everything. When I look back when I was in school, when I was in college, even right now while I'm still in campus or in university, and I'm just like, I've always been such a disciplined girl. I'm that person who, if I put my mind to something, I don't know how long it's going to take me to do it, but eventually I'm going to do it. Eventually, I'm going to make sure I achieve whatever I said I'm going to do. So discipline is such an important thing. I don't have so much experience in life, but from what I have seen, now that I'm here, now that I'm 22 and I'm maybe in a more better position to make better decisions compared to who I was like when I was 15 years old, when I was 14 years old. When I look at it right now, I'm just like, discipline is key in every single thing, be it work, school, everything you do. Discipline is so important because with discipline, it helps you have this control. It helps you have this drive that regardless, you need to get going. You need to wake up and get at it. But if you're not disciplined, you will do something for one day and then by the next day, you're back at the thing that you had said you're not going to do anymore. So those are my 7 nuggets of wisdom that I decided to share with you guys in order to make sure that you also improve on yourselves. And anything that you feel like I left out and you feel like you want to share, you can just comment in the comment section down below. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, watch my previous videos, share to your friends, watch my shorts videos. We've been doing great on YouTube shorts, and I'm grateful because YouTube actually selected me to be among the creators who are under the YouTube Made For You program, which is a program like the YouTube, I think YouTube Black. YouTube Black is for YouTubers who do those long form videos, and then YouTube Made For You is specifically made for the creators who are creating YouTube shorts. So thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you got to enjoy this video. Tell me if you want to hear more videos of me speaking, because I love to speak. I love to speak and I love to share, so thank you so much for watching once again, and until the next one, bye bye, be love.